for staying with us. I am Basi Emmanuel with AIT News. Anti-tobacco advocates have applauded the decisions reached by the parties to the 7th session of the World Health Organization's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control as one that will protect public health over the interest of tobacco industries. The advocates who participated as observers to the conference told AIT in Lagos that when fully implemented, the tobacco treaty will save more than 200 million lives around the world.
Decisions reached by the parties to the 7th session of the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control after 1 week of heated negotiations and intrigues included to hold big tobacco companies legally liable for the harms of its products, recover healthcare costs, facilitate access to justice for victims of tobacco-related diseases, and safeguard public health policy making from industry interference at the national level.
180 countries have agreed again to renew their commitment to tobacco control, to renew their commitment to the enforcement and implementation of the FCTC, to ensure that kids are no longer exposed to tobacco, to begin to insulate their tobacco control measures from interference of the industry.
Throughout the negotiations, the tobacco industries tried to undermine the talks via government delegation, front groups and lobbying. These tactics, however, did not deter the parties from making far-reaching decisions.
The parties agreed that in dealing with issues of trade and investment, Article 5.3, which talks about protections against tobacco industry interference, must be noted.
A Nigerian delegate on the Tobacco Control Desk of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, had in a public statement attempted to sow doubt about the addictiveness of tobacco products despite decade-long consensus on the issue, a move criticized by non-governmental organizations.
Nigeria as a country was called out because of our position, which seemed tailored towards the industry, questioning the addictiveness of tobacco products. A delegate also came up and said that there's nothing like tobacco epidemic.
Unlike other parties to the convention, the Nigerian Ministry of Health was underrepresented in this year's Nigerian delegation, heightening suspicions of broader industry interference. Other outcomes of the conference included ensuring that the FCTC Secretariat joins the UN Treaty on Business and Human Rights as an observer, as well as an advancement on the illicit trade protocol and protection against the industry's use of trade and investment partnerships to undermine public health laws. Nkoli Omoudu, AIT News, Lagos.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has reaffirmed